I am slightly worried that I might be climbing a mountain by accident. I mean, I'm not against it, I just really wasn't expecting it. Just awful. Oh gosh, yes. Oh, that's exquisite. Busan might kill me today. I had to run back. I left my bag on the bus. I think this is the train, and I think it's the only train. Here's hoping. We're here. We're going here. I didn't think I was going to be stopping in such a trendy part of town, but I'm going to see it as a positive. It's a good thing. Food options. Hey everyone, welcome to Busan. We're on the south tip of South Korea right now. About 3 hours by train, or if you take a bus like me, 6 hours from Sokcho, where I was before. I've come to a place called Haedong, which is about an hour away from Busan, to try and get out of the city, but it looks like there's a lot more going on here than just a temple. It's like I'm at the fun fair, honestly. I mean, I'm not against it, I just really wasn't expecting it. I was looking for religious serenity, but it looks like I might have to make do with corn dogs. This is what I thought was going to be a secluded seaside temple called Yonggungsa. This pagoda's for traffic safety. You can make a prayer to be safe on the roads. Maybe I'll stop by and give it a visit later. So the story behind this temple is that it's dedicated to a goddess of mercy, because a Bodhisattva who embodied that idea came here and set up shop, as it were, set up temple. I didn't go to a single place in Seoul or Sokcho that had anywhere near as many tourists as this place does. I just absolutely wasn't expecting it. I mean, I'm a tourist, I get that. I want to be the only tourist. That's what we all want, isn't it? We all want to be the only tourist somewhere. Not today. It says down there, lucky coin divination, which I think is an excuse to throw coins into these pools of water, which I'm 1000% going to do, because I love throwing coins. I've got my ammo. I'm aiming for the guy in the middle with the bowl. Oh. Look, it's very far away. It's much further away than it even looks on camera. Honestly, twice as far, I'd say. The most beautiful temple in Korea, they say. That'll take some doing. Seeing is believing. I'm immediately a fan of these pigs, so that's good. It's certainly very lovely around here. There he is, old Gautama. Before and after enlightenment, it looks like. It's difficult in many ways to see here where the worshipping finishes and the tourism begins. I feel like the people inside, you can currently hear the chanting, are worshipping in spite of the fact that this is such a popular tourist destination. I mean, they're Buddhists, so you've got to imagine they're pretty zen about it, but I bet that only goes so far when the 100th tourist walks in with the shoes on. It's almost a bit of a strange paradox. Is this a place of worship primarily, or is it a place of tourism primarily? I suppose it depends who you ask. I think that was the Bodhisattva herself, the goddess of mercy, looking over the whole temple, keeping everyone safe, forgiving everyone for accidentally breaking all the rules all the time. As with so many things here in Korea, the original temple was built in 1300, but it was rebuilt again in the 1970s. You have to assume that once all the wars has subsided, it was time to rebuild as much as possible. It really does feel like Squid Games did for South Korea what Peaky Blinders did for where I'm from. You can't escape it. Just awful, but it was 25 cents, like 20p, so Really can't complain. I'm completely over the other side of town now. I'm heading to a place called Gamcheon Cultural Village. The only thing keeping me alive is this ice lolly, which is literally melting faster than I can eat it. Holy crap though, it's so good. Gamcheon is also known as the Machu Picchu of Busan, which means, unfortunately for me, I think it's just uphill the whole way there. I just dried off. Oh good God, Busan might kill me today. I wish I knew what this car was selling or doing, because it is following me. But first it looks like I'm walking through a little town called Tombstone, which is a curious name for somewhere in South Korea. Definitely in the residential areas now. Much quieter and calmer and all around nice, and there's a good breeze going, at the very least. I'm getting misted. It's very pleasant. Gamcheon became popular in the 1920s and 30s, which was when it was built as a village to house all the workers from the port away from the port. Move them all up here. It was predominantly a poor working class area for the longest time. The area actually became a hotbed for a new religion called Jaeungsinism, which, let's call it what it is probably a bit of a cult. And the leader died in 1908, but he didn't leave any successors, which meant that there was lots of different factions that came out of it. And there was two main ones and then more. Now there's like 100 factions to this religion. Essentially he declared himself the god of the universe and everyone kind of went along with it. But this village was a massive hotbed of that religion. Good gosh, that's a great view. It seems to be now though a place where people come almost solely to have their photograph taken. Just up there, everyone seems to be waiting in a long line to get their photograph taken with the best view. 100 metres down the road, this view is pretty great, just by the bins. Just as good if you ask me. In the 1980s they decided to spruce this place up a little bit because it was, you know, a really working class, poor area. And they did so by just painting all the houses pastel colours. And that really did the trick. It brought huge amounts of tourists here. Everyone comes up here now to see all the beautiful houses on the hill. And it kind of revamped the whole area, revolutionised it really. It really is just a lick of paint that has changed this area entirely. But it is quite lovely up here. And it's certainly reinvigorated the economy of the village. So you can't be angry about that. It's a great idea, honestly. A lot of places could learn from this, I think. Rather than getting a bus up and down though, one of the benefits is you get to actually walk around the back streets and houses and alleys that make up this community. See what it's all about, peek around, nose into people's houses, let's be honest. I'm a little bit lost. It's very windy. But from a distance, these houses all might look like Santorini or Positano, but when you're actually here and in them, it really is just a lick of paint. You know, they're just normal houses in a small community, and I feel like you can look at them from a distance, or you can at least walk through, see what they're really about. Because the view from the top of the hill is a little bit of a fantasy, maybe. Okay, I am well and truly turned around. I'm going to try to head down as much as possible and not walk into someone's backyard. That's probably for the best bet. It better not be that way, I swear. Aha! A staircase. This has to be right. I don't know about you, but I kind of found walking through the alleys more interesting than going up and seeing the view. Maybe that's just me. Is it just me, or do the maps on the subway kind of look like Star Trek terminals? It's an aesthetic I enjoy. I have absolutely no idea what's going on there, but It's going down well. People are loving it. Like maybe some type of raffle? They seem to be giving out presents. I'm walking through the aftermath of a Saturday night here in Busan. Lots of people still out. It's about 5:30 in the morning. People are out still. A bit more stumbly than last night. Well, I'm on my way to go get a train. That's why I'm up early. You have to wait for a bus now to actually get into town, which I'm sure will be fine. We'll see how it goes. I know what I'm doing. Could this be my bus? I'm gonna get on it, I know that much. I'm not convinced that was my bus, but it got me close enough, so I'm happy. A town like this is much more my speed. Busan's great, but it's hectic. I mean, it's early on a Sunday morning, but it's nice and calm and, for now, peaceful here. Well, I walked entirely the wrong way, but hello. Welcome to Jeonju, which is about half an hour away from Busan on the bullet train, which was great, by the way. I'm a fan of the bullet train. And this is actually the heart of one of the old Korean kingdoms, the kingdom of Silla, which began about 50 BC. This city, although it kind of feels like a rural town now, used to be the fourth biggest city in the world. And the reason I've come here really is because of the history. I mean, these aren't just hills. These are ancient royal burial mounds. Just here in a field. Incredible. There's two of these. There's one here and one just down there. And the reason that they think that they're royal is because there was a lady buried in one and a fella buried in the other, and they believe he was a king because they aren't just mounds of dirt. Inside there's wooden structures, and they were lavishly ornate with golden like decorations and all that. And they believe that it probably is one of the kings of this kingdom, Silla, and not to get too ancient connected civilizations, but it's pretty similar to tombs that you get in Ireland and tombs that you get in North America, innit? Maybe they're all connected. I'm willing to believe that. But it's difficult to believe that this place was once the fourth largest city in the world. So far I know it's a Sunday morning, early, but there's not that much here. This is just a mound of dirt, but you know, maybe there's an alien buried in there, who knows? The Persians knew about this place, the capital of Silla, and they said there was probably about 1 million people that lived here at the time. And we were talking 300, 400, 500, 600 AD. So the population is a quarter of that now. Wow, I really took a long way around getting here. It's a good thing I've got time today. But it's known, this whole area is known as an open air museum. You can just wander around. I think I've made it to one of the main complexes for that. I hope. I think. I'm not 1000% sure. There's not many people here, which is good and worrying. This tunnel smells nice. This is pretty lovely. Realising I might have got here just a bit too early, so nothing's actually open. But I think open air museum means it's open, right? We'll find out. This is Cheomseongdae Observatory. Yeah, and while it might not look like much, this is the oldest observatory in Asia and possibly the world. And it's got loads of symbolism in it. If you look at it from above, the entrance to the top is the Korean symbol for well. Just happens to be that. There's 365 stones that make it up, which is the days of the year. The base has 12 stones around it representing the months. And the doorway, which is in the middle, has 12 rows above it and 12 rows below it, again, for the 12 months. It's around 1400 years old. I mean, it's not that high. You'd think you'd need to be higher for an observatory, in my mind. But what do I know? I don't know, it's a peculiar structure. I like it. I bet it's nice and cool in there. It's hotter than a stolen police car out here. I'm getting in the way of the photographs for everyone on the Beetle bus. I'll try and move. They have one chance to get a photograph of the observatory and I'm in all of them. There's the feeling that you're walking around all like royal gardens with all these lovely flowers everywhere. There's music playing and some of the speakers around here, and I have to say, it's quite peaceful. It really sets the tone. I walked to a place called Donggung Palace, and it's just 3 old, I think restored pavilions that are surrounded by a pond. Well, I can't say there's much actually at Donggung Palace. It's just so peaceful and calm, and it does have this marvellous way of transporting you back in time just a little bit. You feel like you're roaming around the palace grounds of a great kingdom. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like it. Good heavens, this is idyllic, isn't it? It might not look like much now, but where I'm sitting is a fortification hill called Wolseong, and it's the former main palace of the whole Silla dynasty, the whole kingdom. This was the palace. From up here there's a wonderful view of the surrounding areas and the mountains. And the name Wolseong means Fortress of the Moon because the fortress itself was a crescent shape. If I had a metal detector right now, oh man, you know I'd be digging up some secrets. There's a pretty decent breeze going, so I'm just gonna air dry for a moment. Oh gosh, yes. Oh, that's exquisite. Phenomenal. I love it. This is a stone ice house. It's where they would have preserved frozen ice for the nobles to drink. Apparently they would have blocks of ice all stored up, and it's got a domed ceiling and drainage, and it was just for the nobles, just for the higher ups to enjoy ice on a hot day. Where's the ice now? That's what I want to know. It does make me think though, what other piles of rock and dirt are actually ancient fortresses, temples, cities, bastions, civilizations that we just don't know about yet? They've got to be everywhere, yet to be discovered. That's exciting to me. Man, he was a huge cat. That little film playing was describing how this Wolyeongjo bridge was rebuilt painstakingly after loads of excavation and architecture and archaeology. They tried to make this back how it used to be traditionally about 11 or 1200 years ago when it was built. Man, you wouldn't know, it looks old, it feels like it's old, but it's a recreation. But I guess because they did it in a traditional way, it's authentic recreation. What an impressive place to be this would have been originally. As you pass into the kingdom, into the sanctuary of the Silla dynasty. This is a much better way to get back over the water. The bridge was good, but stepping stones, can't say no to stepping stones. As long as I don't get my shoes wet. Come here on a Sunday morning. No one else is here. My guess is soju or rice wine, or something like that. Looks like there's an old Hanok village here. All the traditional Korean buildings. Feels like walking around a movie set almost. Or some type of anime, I guess, set in Korea. I found an ice cream and a shaded place to eat it. I'm very happy. It's like milk flavoured, but with like hazelnut inside. It's decent. I think this bus will go where I need it to go. It's not the one it tells me to get. Well, I've got a good feeling about it. was right. The bus went where I wanted it to go. It took an hour, but I got here. Unsurprisingly for me, I'm looking for a temple. Bulguksa Temple. It's got to be around here somewhere. Pretty sure I found it. Looks like it's a whole temple complex. We're in a national forest as well, so it's beautiful surroundings. And there's pine and bamboo growing, cedar. So something I read about this place, Bulguksa Temple, is that it served as the heart of Buddhism in the Silla kingdom, and they used to offer a prayer, continuous prayer of protection from invaders. Then, in the 1500s, the whole temple was burnt down by the Japanese. Now, that's not funny, but it is got an irony to it that's humorous in the fullness of time. I want to bong that gong more than anything in the whole world. How the hell do I get into this temple? It's not up those stairs. I'm going to try to go around the back. This looks promising. Oh wow, what an amazing place. It's like a lost hidden gem in the forest. I mean, I know there's literally a bus that goes to take people here, but it feels like a lost hidden gem in the forest. Oh my lord. These steps are a little bit surreal. Oh wow. There's been a temple here of some form or other since 528 AD. 528. It's almost its 1500th birthday. I mean, I'm British, and even I think that's old. This stupa is around 1,000 years old, and inside are either the relics or cremation of a Buddhist monk or of a Buddha himself. They're not really sure which. And it was stolen by the Japanese and then returned about 100 years ago, and now they keep it in a cage just in case. I want to go into the rooms and show you about, but I can't because it says no cameras allowed, and they've got people working in each of them, so I'd have to be surreptitious about it, and I'm trying to be respectful. So I've decided to wander off into the woods a little bit around here because there's meant to be a path and a grotto that you can find. So I'm off in search of that. Here's hoping. I am slightly worried that I might be climbing a mountain by accident. So I'm just going to keep an eye on my map and see what's going on with that. Well, after 20 minutes of walking straight uphill, it's finally levelled off and become much more scenic and lovely. Even if the view hasn't changed, it feels now much more scenic and lovely. Whew. I really hope this is the right trail. I mean, it should be, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Oh god, I feel like the Hobbit, I'm on an unexpected adventure. I was going to say, at least it's a nice incline and not steps, but I can see the steps coming. Just checking in. It's been a while in real time, but I suppose it's only been seconds for you. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm still climbing up this hill. I can hear some type of gong going off in the distance, and I'm wondering if that's where I'm trying to get to. There it is again. Man, I underestimated this. I didn't realise quite what I was getting myself into. This has been absolutely relentless. I was right down there by those big buildings about 45 minutes ago. Something about a grotto made me think it wouldn't be up a mountain. I need to get a drink as soon as possible. 1,000% worth it. Rung the bell, very happy. Oh, thank you, Buddha. Well, it's nice being up a mountain. The air is much cooler up here, and the whole forest that I'm in right now just smells so beautiful. It smells like, you know, the mulch they put down on a playground when you're a kid and it's wet, like wood chippings. Oh my god, I'm so happy about this ice bath. This is going to bring me back to life. The grotto that's just inside here was built by a guy called Kim Dae-seong, who was a prime minister of the Silla dynasty, and he built it to venerate his parents from a past life. And it's known to be, or it's considered to be, one of, if not the greatest piece of Buddhist art in Korea. Now, I've done something I shouldn't have done, and I apologise to the people of Korea, but I climbed all the way up here, so I did surreptitiously film whilst I was in there. I don't know if the footage is very good. If it isn't, I'll put a picture in. But I did it anyway. Give me this one, right? I'm back in the forest. I decided to walk it back down to the main temple, catch my bus from there. Still got a little bit of time before my train gets here, so might as well enjoy my last of my Korean adventure. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me, for coming along on these episodes about Korea. I've had such a wonderful time. I've had a great time in Busan and Jeonju. It's just been fantastic, and the only reason I've done it is because I'm doing it, oh gosh, with you. So thank you so much. If you enjoy the video, like it, subscribe, all those kind of good things will be very helpful. Tell someone about Yesland who you think might enjoy Yesland. Clip and share it to your heart's content. But until next time, thank you again. Be kind to yourself, be kind to someone else, and whatever you do, onwards and upwards. Or in my case, downwards, thank God.